Alright, we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. I am Violet Hyena. You are here with perfect timing, and I am here to do readings for people with perfect timing. And I have 13 decks here, some tarot, some oracle cards, and I choose which one gets to speak by rolling these pretty dice here. Alright. So, we're going to begin in a minute. Just gonna do a little tie down here. And nobody's in chat yet. So what I'm gonna do is probably pick an oracle deck to read until I have some questions. I'm just tying a tie, don't mind me. I'm just tying a tie. There we go. I've been tied. There we go. Now which one? Number 1. So getting into the vortex. This is the information card. Don't look, it's shy. We leave it in the box. Ooh, it broke. Just means it needs more shuffle. There we go. Much better. Okay. My true success is measured by my alignment. Alignment with Source, being inside your vortex of creation, becoming one with the true expanded version of you, is the ultimate selfishness. And yes, in that state of alignment, all good things must come to you. Every rocket of desire that you have launched will be fulfilled. True success is not the attainment of things, the achievement of tasks, or the achievement of financial abundance. True success is in the coming into alignment with you. Yes, selfishly aligning with your desires, your clarity, your confidence, and your knowledge, and your love with yourself. My attention to unwanted can't defy the law of attraction. If your life has caused you to ask for an improved situation, no matter what it is, and you no longer offer the chronic thought vibrations that are opposite of your desire must come to you. But you cannot continue to keep alive within you the vibration patterns of what you do not want and receive what you do want. That defies the law of attraction. Just gonna do my chapstick and breathing stick. Hold on. Because I like to breathe and I like to speak. These are two very crucial things. It's minty. Okay. Relationships I don't want clarify those I do want. Whenever you know what you do not want, you always know more clearly what you do want. So, in any poignant moment of awareness of other people's undesirable situation, give your undivided attention to the idea of improvement that has hatched from your interaction or observation. And as you learn to do that, not only will you be of increasing value to others, but you will see how your relationships with others add immeasurably to your own becoming. My manifestations are the indicators of my beliefs. It's always true that whatever you are living always matches your chronic vibrational patterns or beliefs. And it does not matter if you have an excellent excuse for your negative thoughts and negative emotions, they still equal your point of attraction. What is manifesting on every subject in your life is an indicator of the beliefs you hold and the chronic patterns of thought. Every relationship I establish is eternal. It is our desire that you come to remember that every relationship is eternal, and that once it has been established, it is part of your vibrational makeup forevermore, and that in your powerful now, where all that you have been converges with all that you are now becoming, you hold the power to create. And so your observation of a situation, wanted or unwanted, no matter how remote you believe yourself to be, makes you a co-creative partner of the experience. And Margaret says, hello, Margaret. I hope you're doing well. Ooh. Ah. Okay, Margaret says, will TJ stop watching even when it's time for me to leave? And I hope you feel better. I do feel better than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I just required sleep, and I was not going to be any use to anyone. All right. So, yes, I will get to your question. I hope you're doing well and are healthy and don't have seasonal allergies. I need a deck. There we go. And Mario says, that's good. Yes. The cat deck. Okay, so will TJ stop watching even when it's time for Margaret to leave? Ace of Cups. And it turned out to be a yes. TJ will stop watching even when it comes time for you to leave. He's gonna be getting a new emotional journey when you leave. And that is his path to take. Okay, and then the second one was, will Margaret become more creative when she moves to Florida? Oh yes, you will become much more creative when you come to Florida. This is the magician, which is doubling down on that creativity, because this is the card that manifests all of the things, because the power is there, and this is the master of that power. So yes, you're going to be able to tune in and get much more creative in Florida. It's also a major arcana, so it's definite. Is my brother-in-law going to be surprised when I get the protective order? Oh, sorry. Will Paul stop talking to Margaret when she leaves for Florida? The Chariots. Yes, he will. He will be charging forth. He's going to be determined to not talk to you when you leave for Florida. He's gonna just charge off on his own. I hope it helps you out for that one. Message. Okay, and the last one is my brother-in-law going to be surprised when I get the protective order? Is brother-in-law going to be surprised? Yes, very surprised. He was not expecting this. This was out of the blue. And this is also a major arcana. It's going to be a major moment in his life. So yeah, he's going to be very surprised. Alright. And I see that we have other people, so I'm going to have to start making a list. Oh, I hope that helped you out, Margaret. Alright, list time. We have other people. Hello, other people. I will catch up with chat as soon as I get aboard. And as soon as I get a drink. A drink of liquid energy. Hydration. Alright. We have Safan here. Safan says hello. Hi, Violet. Hi, Safan. I hope you're doing well. I have a question. Have I already met my future partner? If not, when will it be? Okay, so Safan, you are going on the list. Okay, Maria. How does my crush feel about me? Alright, Maria. Margaret says, will I have time to invest in myself when I move? Margaret. And Miriam says, hi. Hi, Miriam. I hope you're doing well. And Margaret says, thanks. Miriam says, hope you're doing better today. I am. I was just, I was out and I was going to be no use to anyone. So here I am. I'm much better than I was yesterday. Thank you for asking. And Margaret says, is Paul Mom going to be happy that me and Paul are not together when I move? Two mark questions. And Margaret says, yes. Miriam says, what is the most significant message about my future relationship that my recent dreams have been trying to reveal, but I have not yet consciously understood? Miriam is on the board. Okay. And Miriam says, glad to know you are doing well. Yes, I'm doing much better. Alright, I had seen this thing. Hold on, I'm going to try start a Q&A. I've never done one of these Q&As, but we're going to try because I've been told that if you guys post questions, it should, or you should post your questions in it. I'm not sure how it works yet, but we're going to play with it tonight. Okay, I don't know if that works. Alright, so it created a second place separate from the chat. Oh, that's a live chat. Okay. So, alright, so I'm going to leave that there and try to see if things work. We're going to try it out. It's an experiment. It's an adventure. Alright, and then while that's there, I'm going to get to the list here, alright? So we have the list. We get to Stefan. Here we are. I have a question. How have I already met my future partner? Okay, and if not, when will it be? Okay, So let's find out. We need a deck. We have the questions. We need a deck. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prisma Visions deck. Okay, so has Safan already met future partner? Alright, yes, you have. It's the Ten of Pentacles, so it's going to be a very comfortable future husband who has lots of resources and money and health. I mean, you can't want more for that, really. But that's pretty good. So you have met them, and they're a catch. That's great. I'm really happy for you. Awesome. So Safan has been answered. And then we're going to go to Maria. Maria. How does my crush feel about me? Alright, we're going to need a deck. 7. Every little thing you do is magic. You know. It's magic. You know. So how does Maria's crush feel about Maria? Some more shuffling. How does Maria's crush feel about Maria? Maria's crush looks at you positively with the Hanged one. So this is usually the Hanged Man in other decks. And this is a very positive outcome. This is a major arcana, and this is the Hanged Man is usually an enlightened one who's looking at something from a different perspective. So instead of looking at you from the normal point of view from society, your crush is looking at you at a different point of view in a positive way. They see your unique value and understand it. Alright, so I hope that helps you out. Maria. And then we're going to go to Margaret's 2 questions. We need deck. Number 2. The Gator. Okay, well, to the board. Time to invest in Margaret. And is Paul Mom going to be happy that me and Paul are not together when I move? Okay. Okay, so will Margaret be able to invest time in herself in Florida? And is Paul Mom's going to be happy that Paul and Margaret are not together when she moves? Okay, so time to invest in Margaret? No. And Paul's mom happy after you move? Yes. So Paul's mom will be happy that you guys are no longer together when you move. It's just going to benefit her for her resources for some reason. And for some reason, this is like a job card to me, so somehow financially or resourcefully, this helps her out. And then, no, you're not going to have time to invest in yourself in Florida. You're going to be investing in the new roots that you're going to be putting down in Florida. So you're just going to be super busy with your family. Alright? I hope that helps you out. Okay. You away. And Margaret's his son, and then we'll get to Marion. What is the most significant message about my future relationship that my recent dreams have been trying to reveal, but I have not yet consciously understood? The most significant message about my future relationship. My recent dreams have been trying to reveal, but I have not yet consciously understood. So, what significant message about your future relationship? I'm going to ask all the cards. What message about your future relationship? Number 1. So, cat tarot. Cool. what is the most significant message about future relationship? Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Four of Swords. And then we have the Two of Cups. So we have the Queen of Cups comfortable on her throne. We have your brain at rest. And we have sharing emotions. So when you put your logical brain to rest, you'll be able to share your emotions better. And that is what the cards are saying. All right, I hope that helps you out. Okay. And I finished this list. Okay, I'm going to hydrate, and then I'm going to go catch up on chat. Alrighty. Hello, chat. Love chat with the questions. Yay! Okay. So the questions are working. Awesome. So I am at live chat. So I'm going to ask everyone who's posted any questions in live chat to put them into the Q&A. That way I can answer them. But I am going to catch up on chat here. Let's see here. We're going to see how this questions and answer thing works. And Miriam says, glad to know you are doing well. Floating hearts. Thank you. I do feel much better, so that's why I'm here. And Lily23 says, hi, how are you? I'm doing well. Hi, Lily. So, Lily, I'm not sure if you just haven't been here for a while or that you are new. If you're new, hi, thank you for subscribing. If you could... Hold on. Let's see the questions. Yes, alright, so Lily, you have moved your question there. I appreciate it. And I will be able to get to it since you're on the list. Awesome. Thank you. You are on the list. You've added yourself to the list, which I really appreciate that, because I'm gonna try this. This is our first time trying the Q&A gadget. So we're gonna see how it do. Let's see. And yet -BS says, how are you? Hello, and yet. It's nice to meet you. I do not recognize your username. You are new. Thank you for subscribing. And welcome. Please post any questions you have in the Q&A gadget. I'm not sure what to call this yet. Hold on. It's a answer viewer questions live. It's a what would you call this? Engage with the audience. I guess I will be calling this the new list. How are you? And yet says, is Michael Virgo upset with me at all? Oh, hold on. I think I went too far. I'm too far. I miss people. Here we go. And yet. Yep, we did Lily. Okay, Lily added her question. So that's good. And Margaret says, will I travel to the Bahamas when I move? That's good. Okay, if everyone would please move their questions to the Q&A interactive screen there, it'd be really appreciated because I want to try it out and see how well it does. Okay, so if Margaret, if you could move your question to the Q&A thing, that'd be amazing. And Lily says, I am Noir has meant for love, which is attraction. And you also, yes. So that's on the list. Okay. And Lily says, okay, so Twin Spice says, hi, Violet. Hi, Twin Spice. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing okay. How is the allergy? It's much better than yesterday. I'm not totally wiped out, so I can stream. We're good. We're getting better. And Twin Spice says, I'm doing okay-ish, but the eclipse energies are so heavy, I'm kind of trying to navigate through everything. Baby steps and take care of yourself, girl. That's what you gotta do. Okay, Lily says 4 hearts. And Sathan says, thank you so much, Violet. And a huge heart Wi-Fi, which I think looks adorable. So yeah, you're very welcome. I'm gonna take a quick drink here. Hydration. And Preston says, hello, beautiful. Rose, sparkly heart, and Rose. Hello, Preston. And Inyet says, hey, is Michael Virgo upset with me at all? Okay. So, Inyet, if you could move your question to the Q&A, that'd be amazing. That way I can just do the list and see how that goes, because we're experimenting with it tonight. Thank you. And Miriam says, what are my spirit guides want me to understand from that certain dream? What about that person I should know more about? Okay, Miriam too, if you could move your question to the Q&A, we'll try that out there. Because I do want to try it out tonight. Please, thank you. And yet says, sorry, just now understood the meaning of that. Laugh out loud. It's okay, it's a new system, so everyone is really trying hard here. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm still figuring it out too. So once we try it, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Or even if we even like it. So it's just we try things, we see if we like it, and if it works out, then we go forward with it. And Lily says, I'm added to the list, dear. Growing part. Thank you. Yes, very good. Okay, so on the Q&A, I have Twin Spice, Lily, and Enya. If anyone else has added any questions, please put them in the Q&A list. We're trying something new, so I'm gonna go into the Q&A list. I'm going to add it to the list here. And yes, Lily, you are. Thank you. So I'm going to go and answer the Q&A list now. Let's see here. Select question. Okay, so Twin Spices is Oracle Deck's guidance from the spirits. How to navigate through my current situation? Will I make it through it? What is that I need to know immediately? Please pull 3 tarot cards for the same. Thank you. You're welcome. And yes, I will. So let's see. Oracle. I need a drink first. I'm still working at half capacity here. Thank you for your patience. Alright, so Oracle deck, which one? Guidance from the spirits. How to navigate through my current situation. Will I make it through it? Let's sort it immediately. Okay, so guidance from the oracles. Let's see. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Money and the law of attraction. So, flippy flip. Okay, good. From the spirits, how to navigate through your current situation. Okay. Whatever I desire, I can acquire. The eternal laws of the universe steadily hold the promise of expansion and joy. Understanding the laws will reawaken within you the knowledge of your purpose and your own personal power as you remember how to access the power of the universe that creates worlds. If this time-space reality has within it the ability to inspire a desire within you, it is an absolute that this time-space reality has the ability to yield you a full and satisfying manifestation of the same desire. It is law. So you have to, let's see, for how to navigate through your current situation, you must understand the laws, and this will reawaken the knowledge of your purpose and your own power as you remember how to access the power of the universe that creates worlds. And so remember that whatever you desire, you can acquire. Okay. So study the laws of the universe, and that's going to help you navigate, is what this card is saying. And remember, the laws of the universe was number one, that you observe what you have around you, and you shoot rockets of desires. And then number two is that the universe takes care of it. And then three, you get into the receptive mode to make it manifest. So those quickly are the Abraham laws of the universe. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but that will give you a starting point, and I hope that helps you out for the navigation part. And will you make it through it? I will praise success wherever I see it. When you find yourself critical of the way anyone has attracted or is using money, you are pushing money away from you. But when you realize that what others do with money has nothing to do with you, and that your primary work is to think and speak and do what feels good to you, then you will be in alignment not only about the subject of money, but about every important subject in your physical experience. So yes, you will be successful, but you have to focus. Let's see. You have to get into alignment, and you can't be worrying about how others have made their riches. You have to focus on your alignment, and that's the key. And that's how you'll be successful. And then that's how you will make it through it. And then what is that you need to know immediately? The law of attraction adds power to both problems and solutions. The realization that something is not as you want it to be is an important first step. But once you have identified that, the faster you are able to turn your attention in the direction of a solution, the better, because a continuing exploration of the problem will prevent you from finding the solution. The problem is a different vibrational frequency from the solution, and all thoughts or vibrations are affected by or managed by the law of attraction. And what you need to know right now is that the law of attraction adds power to both problems and solutions. So if you focus on the solutions, that's just going to be better for everything. And that is what you need to know immediately. Alright, I hope that helps you out with the Oracle decks. And then we're going to do the tarot cards. We need a deck. Number one, the cat deck again. It's very popular tonight. I think I've had it like this is the third time. Cats are on a roll tonight. Okay. For guidance, how to navigate through your current experience. How to navigate through your current situation. How will you make it through it? And what is it that you need to know immediately? Okay. Sip of my drink. Okay, we have how to navigate through your current situation. Okay, we have the devil here. How to navigate. How to navigate it? You're going to have to be very selfish. Because you're going to have to be focusing on your wants. And that might look, again, it's going to look selfish because it is. And that's just going to be how you navigate through your current situation. Let's see. And then, will you make it through? Yes, you will. You will refine yourself and make yourself better to get through the situation. And what is it that you need to know immediately? You need to know how to play the game. The Queen of Pentacles knows how to dig into their environment and get that treat out of there. And so, since the Queen of Pentacles has learned how to play the game, you two will need to know how to play the game in order to win. And that is what the cards say. Alright, I hope that helps you out, Twin Space. Okay, so I answered that question. So let's see. Close question. And close question. There you go. Okay, and then we can move to this one. Select question. There we go. I am Noor, like 6. Does Hamza really love Noor? Is it just attraction or lust? Alright, we're going to get a tarot card deck for this. Number 7. Every little thing you do is magic, you know. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's magic, you know. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Does Hamza really love Noor, or is it just attraction or lust? Okay, well. Excuse me. Okay, so love or lust? Very good question. So is it love Or is it lust? Let's compare. We have the Champion of Pentacles for love. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles for lust. So it does have to do with resources. We have a Champion of Pentacles. And this is not the emotional field. This is the resources field, or the wealth, or the health field. Nine of Pentacles. It's very comfortable. And the Champion. So I'm going to say that it is more lust or attraction than love. It is more of an earthly nature than it is an emotional nature. Alright, I hope that helps you out. And Will has not agreed to leave Pakistan forever so he can marry Noor of choose his parents over her. Will has not agreed to leave Pakistan. Yeah, switch the mic. Close question. And then open this question. So Will has not agreed to leave Pakistan forever. Boop the star. Yes, that is a positive answer. So yes. And then Niet says, is Michael Virgo upset with me at all? Let's find out. Get a deck. Number 7. Every little thing you do is magic, you know. It's magic, you know. You're okay. I caught the camera. One moment. Woo. Alright, so we're going to take a 5, and I'm going to rebalance everything. Come back. Here we go. Okay. Then you go here. Okay. And it does not move from there. And then we're going to fix the camera. I'm going to look at OBS real quick. And fix it. That was a good catch, though, on my end. I did awesome. Alright. Better than it was. I see. There we go. Okay, I'm returning to YouTube. Okay, select question. And then I can remove the other ones, right? Yes. Because I've answered them. Remove. Remove. Alright, so is Michael Virgo upset with Agnette? Yeah, Agnette BS. I'm gonna try this again. Stay. My apologies for the delay. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so is Michael Virgo upset with Agnette? The answer is yes. The Oracle of Wands. He's upset. Okay, so he's an Oracle of Wands. Let me just see what level Oracle is real quick in the book, because it's a little different than a normal tarot card. Elder, Oracle, Champion, and Apprentice, Champion, Oracle. Okay, so yeah, he is upset. And he's gonna take actions when he's upset. Give him time to cool down. I believe this is what that card is saying. Alright, but yeah, he's upset, so let him cool down and then talk to him later. Maybe he'll be receptive to communication when he's calmed down. Alright, I hope it helps you out. And yeah, I don't remember if I welcomed you because you're a new subscriber, but welcome. I'm happy to have you aboard. Okay, so. And then I have completed the list. So I'm going to go back to live chat. Okay, here we are. Okay. Miriam, if you could please add your question to the Q&A list. I'm trying to use that list. Sorry, I understood. Add to the list. Deceased. Thank you. Lily says thank you, so you're very welcome. And Inya says, this is about a deceased loved one. Oh, okay, so just give it time. You did welcome me very warmly. Okay, good, I'm glad. And Inya says, thank you so much. You're very welcome. Okay, Lily added a question. Will Hazmat and Noor get married, or will Noor marry someone better than Hazmat? Very good question. So Hamza, not Hazmat, sorry. Hamza or better? Okay, I'm gonna get a quick drink before I answer this one. Ah, very good. I'm gonna pick a deck. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Octopus Tarot. We have the questions. We have the deck. Okay, so Hamza or better? Hamza or better? Let's see. We have the 6 of Cups. We have Strength. The 6 of Cups is a victory of emotion. So, we get married or will no marry someone better than the husband. It will be a victory of emotional victory. And then if you married someone better, you'll be using inner strength. So let's see what the or is. 2 of Pentacles. Alright, the 2 of Pentacles says you're going to have to make a choice based on resources. What good opportunities do both of these paths lead? I mean, you're not going to go wrong with either, because if you marry Hazmat, then you're going to have a victory that is very emotional. And if you marry better, then you're going to grow in your inner strength. So it depends on which opportunity seems better for you. The 2 of Pentacles. And this is your choice to make. So if you marry Hazmat, you will have the emotional fulfillment. And if you marry better, then you will have the inner growth. So whichever one sounds better to you is the one you're going to have to pick. Alright, I hope that helps you out, Lily. Oops. I meant to highlight this. So that is the one I just answered. I hope that helps you out. Ooh, I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. Forgive me, and it's about to get loud, so please forgive me. Breathing is important. We like breathing here. Air is a necessity I have to life. Okay, better. So now that I've answered that one, I will delete, and then I will check on chat. Okay, so so Miriam, it is not there should be Miriam, there should be a little clickable thing that says, please add your question here so I can answer them. And it should be a clickable box. Because it's not added to the Q&A. And Lily says, thank you. You're very welcome, Lily. All right. I'm not gonna make you I'm not gonna make you I'm not gonna frustrate you too much with it, Miriam. Because it's new to me too. I am gonna do your question while we're waiting. Let's see here. What's my spirit guides want you to understand from that certain dream? What should I know more about that person that appears in the dream too? Oh, question sent. Hold on. All right. Yes, it went in. Thank you, Miriam. Select question. Yay! It works. I like this. It makes it like a nice check-off list for me. Certain dream. What should I know more about that person? You know what? We're gonna ask all the decks because it has to do with spirit guides. Number 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Money and love attraction. What do they want you to know from a certain dream? And what should you know more about the person that was in the dream too? This is the information card. We leave it in the box. It is very shy. What do they want you to understand from that certain dream? Okay, so put the lists. Person and dream. That was a good try. So the person and the dream. So from the dream, the better it gets, the better it gets. When you deliberately seek positive aspects of whatever you are giving your attention to, you, in a sense, tune your vibrational tuner to a more positive aspects of everything. And of course, you could tune yourself negatively as well. But as you deliberately look for positive aspects in yourself or others, you will find more of those things. The better it gets, the better it gets. For you to get more and more of what you are thinking about, whether you want it or not. And the person, I want to harmonize with my desire. So anytime you feel negative emotion, stop and say, something is important here. Otherwise, I would not be feeling this negative emotion. What is it that I want? And then simply turns your attention to what you do want. In the moment you turn your attention to what you want, the negative attraction will stop. And in the moment the negative attraction stops, the positive attraction will begin. And in that moment, your feeling will change from not feeling good to feeling good. That is the process of pivoting. So, what do the spirits want you to understand about the dream? The dream wants you to look for the better things. They really want you to dig out those details, or dig into those details about the better parts of the dream. And the person, if this person is bringing out things that you do not want, or something negative, or something that you're uncomfortable with, you have to take what that means emotionally, and you have to decide what you want from this. And then you have to turn that attention to what you do want. And that is going to help you solve this mystery. Alright, so I hope that helps you out. And remove that question. And then we have Lily's question, which I will post. Select question. Will Hamza start acting more maturely by putting his ego on the side, or will Noor have to carry the relationship for the whole life? Right, I'm going to take a drink before we get to that one. So, will Hamza, I apologize, I keep saying it incorrectly. Hamza will they mature or not? And we're gonna pick a deck. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prisma Visions deck. And then will Hamza mature? Or will Noor have to carry the relationship? Which would suck. So let's find out if he's mature. or going to mature. Ooh, we have Two of Swords, but what else? We have Temperance. We have Temperance. We have the Knight of Chalices. Alright, so mature. This says he will mature. He will find a maturing. He will grow in wisdom. Knight of Chalices. Alright, so these are really good cards for a maturing man. So you have Temperance, which is patience and drawing upon wisdom to help you solve your problems, or even just meditate and relax. So that's a good sign. A Knight of Chalices has a good harness on their emotions, which is good. You want that. And you have Two of Swords, which means that he'll be able to make logical decisions, which is very important in a mate. So, yeah, it looks like you will have something really good with Hamza. All right, I hope that helps you out, Lily. Oh, amazing. I like this list. It's very nice. There we go. And then I'm going to look back at regular chats. Okay. Alright, I just want to tell, let's see, Miriam's, she said Desire. Hi, Desire, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. So I do see your question in chat. What we are doing today, my darling, is that we are posting all of our questions in the Q&A list that is near the regular chat box. It's a little above it. It should have a little icon, a little avatar icon of mine. And it says Q&A. Please add your questions here so I can answer them. It should be clickable and you should be able to add your question. And once you add your question there, we're going to do it from there. Sound good? And Miriam says, thanks. And 3 beating hearts. You're very welcome, Miriam. And Lily says, thank you so much. You're very welcome. I hope Desire can hear me. Okay. So I know it's a new system. I do see the question there, and I've caught up on the list. So I will start doing Desire's question, and hopefully we'll be able to figure out for the next one. Okay, Desire? Let's see. Leviticus and Margaret had conflict again, and Leviticus unfold. Okay. It ended up really bad. Okay. Leviticus and follow her from Discord and Instagram. Will everything get fine? Will they be friends again? Will he follow her again? Okay, so I'm gonna answer the two more important ones. Will it be okay? And will they be friends again? I need a deck. Number 3. Supernatural deck. We have the deck, we have the questions. Okay, will this turn out okay? And will they be friends again? Okay, will it turn out okay? Oh, will they be friends again? There's gotta be a little bit more for that. Okay, let's see. So, will it turn out okay? I mean, this is a no. Let's see into the card. The Two of Pentacles. And this is a decision about resources. So it does not look like it's going to turn out okay because it's gotten into manifested stuff already. This is not going to turn out well. And will they be friends again? And then oddly enough, we have the Empress, which is a mother figure and an abundance figure. So even though it's not going to be okay, they will be friends again? I don't know what was this third one. So we have 10 of resources, 10 of coins. I'm still a little confused. The Hermit. Okay. Right now, things are not okay. This makes more sense. Someone is going to go in the Hermit mode. And they're just going to need to do that so that they can be friends again. So it's not going to be okay for a while. It's going to take a lot of time. They're going to need a lot of process time because something did explode. It's not okay. It's just not. So they're going to have to go on their hermit journey. And that is a major arcana, so that's going to take a while. But the result of this will be the Empress, which is motherhood and abundance. And a very happy, comfortable life afterwards. So you're going to see a large hermit error going on for these people. But, when they do decide to reconcile, it will be okay. But it's not going to be for a very long time. Don't expect it. Just expect them to be not okay for a very long time. All right? I hope that helps you out. And Desire says, thank you. You're very welcome. I'm going to check the questions. I have no questions on the list. And I've caught up on chats. All right. Cool. I like how that goes. I like it a lot. It keeps me focused and it doesn't distract me from the rest of the chat. That's very nice. I think we'll keep this. This is nice. And I have been streaming for an hour and 32 minutes. But since we have no more chat, we have no more questions. I get to read an oracle deck. Which one? Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Money and the law of attraction. This is the information card. Don't look, it's shy. We leave it in the box. Okay. Ooh, I wonder. I think I'm gonna play with some of the things. Hold on. I'm gonna play with a thing on the computer. Pop out chat. Okay, pop-out chat did not help anything, so I'm just going to continue with reading oracle cards until there are more questions. Sorry, did I say tarot cards? I meant oracle cards. Alright, my life story and the law of attraction. Each and every component that makes up your life experience is drawn to you by the powerful law of attraction's response to the thoughts you think and the story you tell about your life, your money and your financial assets, your body's state of wellness, clarity, flexibility, size and shape, your work environment, and how you are treated, work satisfaction, and rewards. Indeed, the very happiness of your life experience in general is all happening because of the story that you tell. Alright, so tell your story, and the law of attraction will attract it. Alright? Good. I want to harmonize with what I believe is good. I want to be the best that I can be. I want to do and have and live in a way that is in harmony with my idea of the greatest goodness. I want to harmonize physically here in this body with which I believe to be the best or the good way of life. If you make those statements and then do not take any action unless you feel good, you will also be moving in harmony with your idea of that which is good. The better it gets, the better it gets. When you deliberately seek positive aspects of whatever you are giving your attention to, you, in a sense, tune your vibrational tuner to the more positive aspects of everything. And of course, you could tune yourself negatively as well. But as you are deliberately looking for positive aspects in yourself or in others, you will find more of those things. The better it gets, the better it gets. For you get more and more of what you are thinking about, whether you want it or not. I can transform my own world. Make lists of positive aspects. Make lists of things you love, and never complain about anything. And as you use those things that shine bright and make you feel good as your excuse to give your attention and who you are, and be who you are, you will tune to who you are, and the whole world will begin to transform before your eyes. It is not your job to transform the world for others, but it is your job to transform it for you. A state of appreciation is pure connection to Source, where there is no perception of lack. Sippy sip of water. Ah. Water is good. The law of attraction adds power to both problems and solutions. The realization that something is not as you want it to be is an important first step. But once you have identified that, the faster you are able to turn your attention in the direction of a solution, the better. Because continuing to explore the problem will prevent you from finding the solution. The problem is a different vibrational frequency from the solution, and all thoughts or vibrations are affected by or managed by the law of attraction. I will praise success wherever I see it. When you find yourself critical of the way anyone has attracted or is using money, you are pushing money away from you. But when you realize that what others do with their money has nothing to do with you, and that your primary work is to think and speak and do what feels good to you, then you will be in alignment, not only about the subject of money, but about every important subject in your physical experience. I want to harmonize with my desire. Anytime you feel negative emotion, stop and say, something is important here. Otherwise, I would not be feeling this negative emotion. What is it that I want? And then simply turn your attention to what you do want. In the moment you turn your attention to what you do want, the negative attraction will stop. And in the moment the negative attraction stops, the positive attraction will begin. And in that moment, your feeling will change from not feeling good to feeling good. That is the process of pivoting. I can give my attention to the positive aspects. Things are coming into your experience in response to your vibration. Your vibration is offered because of the thoughts you are thinking, and you can tell by the way you feel what kinds of thoughts you are thinking. Find good feeling thoughts, and good feeling manifestations must follow. Make a decision to look for the best feeling aspects of whatever you must give your attention to, and otherwise look only for good feeling things to give your attention to, and your life will become one of increasingly good feeling aspects. That does remind me that we had a storm today as I was coming home from work on my bike. Um, and I was just looking at the clouds and I was like, "You're beautiful. Please stay like that because you are covering the sun and you are just lowering the temperature and you're the best thing because you're waiting for me to go home to actually start raining and storming." And it did. It honestly worked out for the best because I chose to look at the storm as a beautiful thing rather than the warning bells that it was, because I knew it was dangerous, but I also saw how beautiful it was. So it was definitely a moment, maybe of insanity, but it was great. I loved it. It was very pretty. Okay, and my what is need not influence my what is becoming. What is has no bearing on what is coming unless you are continually regurgitating the story of what is. By thinking and speaking more of how you really want your life to be, you allow what you are currently living to be the jumping off place for so much more. But if you speak predominantly of what is, then you still jump off, but you jump off into more of the same. I am developing the skill to direct my thoughts. The most valuable skill or talent that you could ever develop is that of directing your thoughts towards what you want. To be adept at quickly evaluating all situations and then quickly coming to the conclusion of what you most want, and then giving your undivided attention to that. There is a tremendous skill in deliberately directing your own thoughts that will yield results that cannot be compared with the results that mere action can provide. Right. Well, that makes sense to me because I recently have decided that I hate the car system. and I now have an e-bike, and I'm very happy with it. And that was just a decision. And I directed my thoughts towards it. It was very empowering. And there's a lot of baggage attached to that empowering statement. My attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. For every pleasing thing, there is an unpleasing counterpart. For within every particle of the universe that is which is wanted, as well as the lack of which is wanted, when you focus upon an unwanted aspect of something in an effort to push it away from you, it only comes closer because you get what you give your attention to, whether it's something that you want or not. It is up to you to focus upon and attract what is wanted. Whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of this subject, which is really two subjects, you are on, whether it is the subject of money or the lack of it, or the health or the lack of it, or the relationship or the lack of one. Always when you feel good, you are in the place of attracting which you are wanting. All right, drink time. All right, we have about 11-ish more minutes. Just checking the questions. Okay. Yes. Ah. There we go. My career is one of creating a joyful life experience. If your dominant intent is to feel joy while you are doing the work, your triad of intentions, freedom, growth, and joy, will come quickly and easily into alignment. See your career as one of creating a joyful life experience. You are not a creator of things or a regurgitator of what someone else has created or a gatherer of stuff. You are a creator, and the subject of your creation is your joyful life experience. That is your mission. That is your quest. And that is why you are here. My life is as good as I allow it to be. Many people focus upon unwanted things with no deliberate attention to the emotional guidance within them. and then they try to compensate for their lackful thinking with physical action. And because of the misalignment of energy, they do not get the results from their action. So then they try harder by offering more action, but still things do not improve. Like the air you breathe, abundance in all things is available to you. Your life will simply be as good as you allow it to be. The subject of money is really two subjects. The subject of money is really two subjects. Money, plenty of money, and the absence of money and not nearly enough money. Often people assume that because they are speaking the words, I want more money, they are speaking positively about money. When you are feeling fear or discomfort as you speak, you are not speaking of the subject of money. You are speaking of the subject of not enough money. And the difference is very important because the first subject brings money and the second holds it away. Just checking checks. Okay. Nothing new. I'm gonna have a drink. We have about 8 minutes left. We've tried so many new things today. It's such a good day. I do want to thank everyone who participated in putting your questions in the question and answer list. I really found that I really liked it, so I'm gonna keep that. It's nice. Okay, I can make a career of living happily ever after. Yeah. A very good career choice would be to gravitate towards those activities and to embrace those desires that harmonize with your core intentions, which are freedom and growth and joy. To make a career of living a happy life rather than trying to find work that will produce enough income that you can do things with your money that will then make you happy. When feeling happy is of paramount importance to you, and what you do for a living makes you happy, you have found the best of all combinations. Nice. Well, I kind of enjoy doing YouTube, so I would really love to make YouTube my career because it's fun. All right. So it is not my role to make others happy. It is not your role to make other people happy. It is your role to keep yourself in balance. When you pay attention to how you feel and practice self empowering thoughts that align with who you really are, you will offer an example of thriving that will be of tremendous value to those who have the benefit of observing you. You cannot get poor enough to help poor people thrive, or get sick enough to help sick people get well. You can only uplift from your position of strength and clarity and alignment. Okay. What if everything was always working out for me? When you play the what if game, look for things that make you feel better. There is never a situation in which there is not a way out. But out of habit, most people continue to choose the lack perspective until they eventually find themselves where it seems that there are no more choices. But as you hold to what your intention to look for evidence of well being and thriving and success and happiness, you will tune yourself to the vibrations of those things. And so, those kinds of good feeling experiences will dominate your life. I can see my world through the eyes of Source. By choosing better feeling thoughts and by speaking more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will gently tune yourself to the vibrational frequency of your broader perspective. To see your world through the eyes of Source is truly the most spectacular view of life. For from that vibrational vantage point, you are in alignment with and therefore in the process of attracting only what you would consider to be the very best of your world. My attention to it invites the essence of it. Anything you are giving your attention to is an invitation to the essence of it. Saying, I want money, but it is not. I want money, but it will not come, is the same as saying, come to me, absence of money, which I do not want. When you are thinking of money in the way that it will make it come to you, you always feel good. When you are thinking of money in the way that keeps it from coming to you, you always feel bad. That is how you know the difference. Alright, and with that, I'm going to end the Q&A. Go confirm. Yay! Okay, so I hope that was good. Awesome. Well, we are just hitting the 2-hour mark, and that is where I say good nights. And Miriam says, take care. I will. You do the same. I hope your night is very good. And Miriam says, wave, floating hearts wave. Bye. Thank you. I'll see, and I will be back in 22 hours. And that's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Come back with more questions then. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. I love you. Bye.